All right, let's get ready to begin. We're going to start by sitting up nice and straight in our seat. Start to relax the shoulders. Tuck the tailbone in. Soften your hips. Allow for your sits bone to kind of just melt into the chair beneath you. Look down at your feet. Make sure that they're hips width apart. The way we find our hips width is by taking our two fists, pressing them together, hugging the inner arches of our knees around our fists, and we look down. Take our shoulders, roll them up and back. Let's go again. Inhale, breathe in, roll the shoulders up and back. Exhale, release. Let's do that 2 more times. And then come bring them forward. And let go. We're going to take our hands and bring them to our bellies and just start to notice the way our belly rises and falls. As we feel the breath in, we really allow for the belly to press forward. And on the exhale, as we breathe out, we let go. Inhale, we breathe in and allow that belly to rise. Exhale, we release and let go. Nothing to do and nowhere to go, but to ride the wave of breath. This is an opportunity to just gather your state of mind and try to anchor yourself here into the moment. Set an intention for this class, the reason why you're here, what you want to get out of it, anything that you wish. And continue to breathe. Know that there's nothing that you have to do to earn this breath. And maybe today I suggest adding a little bit of gratitude to each breath and each movement. And just do your best as you can throughout the class. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Bring your hands down by your sides. We're going to take our arms, lift them up, reach them up overhead high. Exhale, arms will come back down by our sides. And we're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale, arms rise, reach up, lifting out the pelvic bowl. And exhale, arms come down, relaxing as they release by the sides. Inhale, arms rise, reaching up. Exhale, arms come back down by the sides. Inhale. Interlace the fingers, press the palms up towards the ceiling, roll the shoulder blades back. Inhale, lift up through the pelvic bowl, and on the exhale, release your body to the right. Pivot open that left shoulder and maybe take the gaze up. And breathe in to the deepest part of your belly. Come back to center. And we're going to lean over towards the left. Pivot open and up with the right arm. Gaze is up. Then come back to center. And then gently bring the arms back down by the sides, exhaling all the stale air out of the body. And then we're going to just swoop around and bring the hands behind us, interlacing the fingers, pressing the shoulder blades down, straightening the elbows. And your hands can either just go on your sacrum or you can lift them away as you kind of pinch your shoulder blades together. And then exhale, release, and let go. All right, beautiful. And let's just shake it out to the left and to the right a few times. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, take our hands, bring them to our thighs. We're going to bring our chin to our chest. Now we want to continue to keep the body upright. just the chin to the chest. And just start to breathe here and notice the way the neck is receiving the breath. If it's choppy, or if you need to just ease off the breath a little bit, you can. If you want to take deeper breaths to kind of massage that part of the neck body, you can do that as well. And take about 10 breaths here. Let's just hold it for a moment before we rush on to the next part of the pose. Maybe even focus on your mind's eye, your imagination, just noticing that neck, the back of your neck. Imagine that the breath just fills up that area with generous, generous breath and air. And we're going to take our right ear and bring it to our right shoulder. And we're going to do the same thing, just hold for about 10 breaths. Chin back to the chest. And we're going to come over left ear to left shoulder. And breathe. Bring the chin back down to the chest. Take the gaze up, look up, gaze up. Back bend, arching the back slightly. Exhale, curve in, belly tucks inward, navel touches the spine. And this is our scare cat pose. Press the belly forward, lift up through the heart, cow. Chin is up towards the ceiling. Now take one breath, one movement to do 4 of these. Back and forth. 2 going forward, 2 going back. And then meet back in center when you're done. Take your time and just breathe. Awesome. We're going to go through our first flow of the class now that we are kind of lifting up through that body and open it up a little bit. Well, let's bring the arms up overhead, roll the shoulders away from the ears, gaze is up. Now on the exhale, lean forward, press the belly to the thighs, exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise, reach up, lift up, overhead high. Exhale, hands come down by the sides. Let's take our hands, we're gonna lift them up, but then we're gonna float them over towards the right and then come back up to center, float them over towards the left. Breathing in and breathing out. And then we come back to center and bring the hands down by the side and just shake that out, left and right. Awesome, great. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start to do some shoulder stuff. So let's start with our hand yoga to loosen up the arms, loosen up the hands, and all our parts of our body will awaken, all right? Because our nerves are in our hands and they're connected to our body. So sort of like a little reflexology. So bring the arms out in front of us, roll the shoulder blades back, sit up straight in your seat, take your right fingertips and wiggle them, and then sky flip the palm. Great. Take your left, bring it underneath, plop the hand there, and then just gently pull back. Only go to where you can. You don't have to super extend it. And then start to take each finger, rotate it. All the way to the thumb. And then press the hand back. And wind the hand down. Beautiful. All right, arms rise up again. Roll the shoulder blades back. Wiggle those fingertips on the left side. Sky flip the left hand. Take the right palm, place it underneath and pull back. Breathing in and breathing out. Take your time. Nothing to do and nowhere to go but to ride the breath. And then start to rotate each finger. Breathing in and breathing out. All the way to the thumb. And then place the hand back, press it back. And then roll the hand down. And be gentle and kind. All right, arms rise, reach up, lift up overhead. Take those right fingertips and bring them down the back body so that your fingertips are touching your back. Take the left hand, place it right on top of that elbow and just pull that elbow down the body. So you're going to feel a stretch right here on the muscle. Just breathe a few times. Allow that breath to come in. And then extend the arms up. Let's do the other side. Left arm bends. Fingertips come down the back. The right fingertips place on the elbow. Arms come up. And hands come down by the side. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's roll those shoulders up and back again. Now it should feel a little bit different. See if it can kind of just be a smooth flow. Beautiful, beautiful. And then just relax the hands for a second. And then bring the hands to heart center. Beautiful. We're going to tuck those fingertips in. So I want you to take your fingertips and tuck them in, coming towards your heart. And just sit here for a few moments and breathe. Feel that breath go through the full extension of the body, from the nose down through the fingertips, into the knees and down into the feet. Now on the exhale, release and let go. Try to use your belly to keep yourself up and stable. We're going to breathe in again. And then on the next exhale, we're going to take those hands and we're going to take them up. And then we're going to push them down towards the floor. Best you can. And again, we're going to stay here for a few moments and just breathe in and breathe out. This breath is very intentional. We feel like we're breathing into the full body and relaxing the body as we do, relaxing the mind. All right, on your next inhale, we're going to crook it up and bring the hands up overhead. Take the thumbs, cross them over each other. Then take all the fingertips except for the index finger, the pointer finger, and keep that up. Take the biceps up by the ears, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Take your feet, toe heel them together so you have a nice strong leg. Lift up out of your pelvic bowl, take the gaze up. If you want to back bend slightly, you can. Now, if you want to lean to your left, you're welcome to do that. If not, you don't have to. Come back to center and then lean to your right. Again, you can just continue to stay in the middle if you don't want to do the leaning to the left and the right. And come back to center. Hands come down through heart center to the heart. Still, palms are pressed in prayer position. Pressing more into your feet and squeezing your belly. Keep your knees together. Take your right elbow, wiggle it, and then pivot over towards the left. Come back to center. Take your left elbow and pivot, looking over to the right. Come back to center. Take that right elbow, coming back down, and wherever you are, just lay the elbow. So you can be either on the same side of the leg or you could be on opposite legs. It doesn't matter. And then look up. And we're just starting like this. few breaths in. If you can move that elbow over to the opposite leg or cross it over so that it's hitched over, try to go for that. If you can't, just stay right where you are. Slowly come up, tilting the body upwards, still looking to the left, and then come back to center, pivoting the body, pivoting the belly. All right. And then take the hands and bring them down by the side. And just relax for a second. Keep the legs together. Continue to press your feet into the ground and your core. All right. Arms rise, reach up, come back into thunderbolt. Interlace the fingers except for the index finger. Cross the thumb over. Again, lift up through that pelvic bowl if you can. And if you want to lean to your left and right, you can. You can demo with me. And coming back up to center, or you can just continue to reach for the sky with your fingertips. And then unwind those fingers and come down into prayer position, prayer to the heart. Beautiful. We're going to take that left elbow and we're going to pivot over towards the left. Come back to center. Right elbow, looking over towards the left. Come back to center. Left elbow, looking over to the right. And wherever you are, just land that airplane. Bring the elbow down onto the thighs and take the gaze up. There's no forcing here. You're just going naturally aligned where you are. As long as you're on the same thigh, at least. You don't want to be on the outside, like off of it on the same side. If you can cross over, there's stability there. Go for it. But go where you feel most comfortable. Slowly we come up, pivoting the body up, tilting the body forward. Bring the hands down by the side. So heel the feet apart. Arms rise, reach up, lift up, overhead. Let's go through a flow. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise, reaching up high overhead. Gaze is up and hands come down by the side. And then shake it out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Breathe in and out. Bring the arms up in front of us. Take the right fingertips, wiggle them. Place it on top of the left shoulder. Take the left hand, come underneath, and you're going to hug yourself. Elbows are out, extended away from the chest. Chin tucks into the chest. Now you can stay just like this, or you can start to tilt upwards. Taking the elbows up towards the ceiling, keeping the chin into the chest. And breathe. And regardless of what position you're in right now, I want you to start to come forward on your next exhale, bringing the belly towards the thighs, letting the elbows hang over your legs, chin to the chest. Slowly squeeze the core, come up. Elbows back up. Come back to center. And unwind the arms. Awesome. Good job. Let's do the other side. So arms come up in front of us. Take the left fingertips, place it on top of the right shoulder. The right arm goes underneath. Hug yourself once again. Elbows come out away from the chest, chin to the chest. If you like, you can do a back bend, a slight back bend upwards, taking the elbows up to the ceiling, keeping the chin in the chest. Slowly lifting up. Exhale, come down, belly to the thighs. Letting the elbows hang over the knees. Slowly squeeze the core, come up, and come back up to center. Unwind the arms. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Let's go through a flow. All right, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold. This time, stay down here. Lay the arms down, shake the arms out, chin to the chest. So we're gonna dangle here for a second. We're in a seated forward fold. Shake the head, yes and no. Let the weight fall down the arm body. The arms have been doing a lot of work, right? So we wanna give them a break. Let them decompress, let them dangle. On your next inhale, just really feel the belly press into the thighs. And on the exhale, see if you can let the chin go into the chest just a little bit more. And then on the next inhale, come up halfway, half lift, flat back, squeezing that core, wrapping those ab muscles around the back body. Yes, beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. Come up, overhead. Mountain pose, roll the shoulders away from the ears and just stay here for a second in mountain pose. Nothing to do and nowhere to go. We're going to take our pivot now. We're going to go over towards the right and drop our hands to the outside of the right body. Take our right hand, place it on the chair behind us, or you can grab the top of the chair. It's your choice. And look over your right shoulder. Arms lift, come back to center. Hands come down by the side. Arms lift, mountain pose. Tilt your body looking over towards the left and bring the hands to the outside of the left leg. Take the left hand, bring it behind you, look over that left shoulder. Beautiful. You're doing great. Slowly bring the hands, come back up, back into mountain. Beautiful. And hands come down by the side. Place your hands on the back of the chair and just press your hands back. So your hands are going to press in, your chest is going to lift up and gaze is up. You're not doing the interlaced fingers, you're just pressing the hands on the back of the chair. And that's going to bump you up. Get yourself a little bit straighter in your spine. Open up the heart just a little bit more. And then relax the arms. Beautiful. All right, let's start working on the lower part of the body. So let's take our hands and just grab the chair and let's twist back and forth to left and to right. Opening up the lower part of that body. We're going to open up the legs. We want to do some work on that star. When I call the star, that's right where our sacrum is. That's a really important place because that area is what's connected to our hips and some of our joints and then our lower back. So it could have a lot of different things going on if it's really, really tight. We want to try to loosen that up so that we're more limber. All right, so bring your hands to the tops of your knees, right where like the thighs and the knees meet. All right, we're going to press our body forward and then reverse back. Pressing it forward and back. On the next one, we're going to come forward. We're going to take that right shoulder. So if you wiggle that right shoulder, you'll be on the right side and then just dip that arm down, pressing the leg away. We're going to hold this for a little bit just because this is really important. And just breathe. Slowly come up, back up to center. We're going to bring the body forward once again. And we're going to take that left shoulder, if you wiggle it, and then just drop it down. And hold it for a few moments. Not the breath though, keep breathing. Just want to hold the pose for a few moments. Come back up. And then press forward again. And then back. On your next press forward, I want you to take your hands and just glide them down so that the fingertips wrap around the ankles. Okay, you can stay just like this with the head up, or if you like, you can drop your chin to your chest. And if you want to go a step further, you can let your hands completely go, bringing them down the middle, touching the floor. So you have 3 different options. All right, if your hands are on the floor, bring them back around so that it's like anklets with your fingertips. Elbows should be on the inside of the legs. We're going to lean our weight over towards the right and then take our left hand and lift it up. Make sure we're really good and secure on our seat. Arm should be straight. So we don't want to have our arm this way or that way. You can bend the elbow though. So it's okay to have a soft elbow, soft shoulder, but you want to try to be in a straight line. And then we're going to take that hand on the left side, bring it back around the ankle, lean our weight over towards the left, and then this way we can lift up and lift off with the right. Beautiful. All right, bring that hand down around the ankle again. All right, beautiful. And just start to walk your hands back up, palm pressing all the way back up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Keep breathing. So finally you get your belly, chest, and head. Yeah, beautiful. Toe heel the feet, coming back to hips width apart. Beautiful. Good job. All right, we're going to take our hands and bring them onto our chair. Again, we're going to take our body, let's twist it over towards the right and then to the left. All right, this is still loosening us up. Come back to center. We're going to take our right leg and bring it over towards the side. Keep our left leg out in front of us and bring our arms out. So we have our left leg square with the wall in front of us. Our right leg is at a 45-degree angle, or like a 90-degree angle. Sorry, it's pointing over towards the right. All right, so we basically have an L shape. So we're like a half a box here. And you can stay just like this, breathing in and breathing out, or you can take your left leg, or you don't have to, you can take that left leg and extend it out so that the foot is at that 45-degree angle and you're in a warrior 2 pose. If you do that, you're going to be looking over the right side and you're going to have to just adjust yourself in your seat. All right, so you have the option of coming into warrior 2 or staying in this kind of warrior 1 stance that we've modified for the chair. And then come back in. If you're in warrior 2, come back in. And then we're going to bring our right foot back to meet our left and then bring the arms down gently by the sides. And we're just going to let the blood flow down the arms. And breathe. And shake out the arms. Good, good, good. All right. We're going to take our left leg, bring it out to the side. All right, we're doing good with time. So we're going to bring our left leg out to the side, keep our right forward. All right. Get ourselves in our seat, extend the arms out, lifting up through the pelvic bowl, roll the shoulders away from the ears. And breathe. You want to come into the warrior stance, take the right leg back, press that foot to that 45-degree angle, and look over the left hand. So this is the warrior 2. If you want to stay in warrior 1, you can do that too. All right. We're going to come back. If you're in warrior 2, bring that right foot back into that square position. Everybody, warrior 2 or 1, come and bring the left foot back to meet the right, and then gently lay the arms down. And let the blood just flow back down, let gravity do its work. Relax the shoulders and breathe. Beautiful. All right. We're going to take our hands, wrap it around the right knee. All right. Now, if you need to bring your toe to the ground, you can. Otherwise, let the hand that's cuffing, so the hands that are cuffing the knee are going to take on all the weight of the knee. This is important, right? Because what we want to do is we do still want to sit up nice and tall, but we want to let the knee kind of act as a tug on our shoulders and our arms. So the gravity that's pulling it down and away is actually pulling our arms straighter and straighter. And then we finally get to this point where we're kind of just balanced. Slowly, we're going to let the weight fall into that knee a little bit more. Tuck the chin into the chest. If you want to bring the toe down to the floor, you can. Chin to the chest, belly's tucked in. Just like when we were in the cat-cow position, we're now in that cat-cat. We're now in that cat, that scared cat position. We're just holding our knee. Left foot is still stable on the ground. Slowly, we're going to come back up, letting that foot hover once again until it comes up, squeezing the core. And we're going to actually lift up the knee, coming in towards the inner arm. So we're shifting it away from the inner part of the chest. We want to give ourselves space to breathe. Our fingertips are wrapped around the knee. And breathe. And we're just holding that too. Only go where you can go. And then gently, we're going to bring that back down using the weight, using the hands as guide as we carry the weight back down. Foot comes back onto the ground and shake it out left and right. It's very gentle, but effective. Breathe in and out, and then wrap your fingertips around the left knee. Remember, if you want to keep the toe on the ground, you can. We're just going to stay here for a moment. We're just getting a sense of our body, feeling the tug. So as you breathe in more and more, and as you sit in this position more and more, the work is done just through gravity. You don't have to do anything. All right, we're going to take the chin to the chest. Place the toe on the ground. And take that back into that scared cat position. And breathe. Slowly come up. Bring that knee in towards the inner arm on the left side, as far as you can go. Sit up tall in the seat. Squeeze the belly. And then gently place the foot back down on the ground. Taking your time. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. We're going to hold on to the chair. Take our right foot, extend it out in front of us. And then gently lay the heel down on the ground. Toes wave hello. We're going to sit up tall in the seat. Keep the knees soft. And then take your hands, place them on the left leg, and just lean forward just until you start to feel a stretch on your hamstring. It's a very mild to moderate stretch, so you don't have to go very far. If you feel like you want to go further, that's fine. You're just starting to stretch out that leg a little bit. Come back up. Let's do the other side. Press out the left foot and bring the heel down to the ground. Wave those toes hello. Soften the left knee. Take your hands, place them on top of your right thigh, and lean forward. Slowly come back and bring the foot back to meet the other. Awesome. Let's go through a flow. Arms rise, reach up, lift up, overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands come down onto the side of the chair. We're going to take our right foot, press it out in front of us again. Take our left and cross it over. Soften the knees. And then finally relax the ankles. All right, so the heels are still on the ground, but when you're ready, you can just relax the ankles a little bit. And you can start to lean forward. Seated, extended leg, forward fold. Slowly come up, belly, chest, and then thighs. Bring the feet back and breathe. All right, we're going to take our other foot. So left foot comes forward, kick it out, then take the right and cross it on top. The feet say hello, so toes say hello, and then eventually they relax, and then lean forward. And breathe. Continue to breathe. Slowly rise up, belly, chest, and head, and bring both feet back onto the ground. I'm going to bring the arms up overhead, reaching up. Feet back to hips width apart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands come around, scoop up on the right foot. On the right knee. Bring that knee up towards the inner arm and then bring it on top of the thigh. So foot lays on top of the left thigh. Now, if you don't want to do this, this is too much, you can go back to the pose that we just did, which was the extended leg forward fold, okay? But I'm going to be teaching it. I'm going to be teaching half-seated pigeon. So you're welcome to adjust and modify. It's okay to do it twice. In fact, you'll get more out of it in either case, all right? So we're going to start to just kind of lean forward and back, just kind of rocking the hip, rocking the leg, and breathe. Now, once we find a nice spot, we want to be able to start to lean forward just a little bit. Now, this can be really intense on the hips, so just take your time. This is the first part of the modification, right? So this is number one. If you want to just stay like this, where you lean forward just a little bit, that's fine. The next part is taking your forearms, laying them on top of the foreleg, the side of the foreleg, and dropping the head down, chin to the chest. The third, which is if you're more flexible, is bringing the hands down in front of you, chin to the chest. Now, any one of those are valid, so just find your space. I'm going to do something in the middle, but you can close your eyes and just listen to your body. Slowly come up, belly, chest, and then head. Roll those shoulders back. Sit up a little bit taller. And breathe. Relax the shoulders. We're going to take our bodies and we're going to twist it over towards the right. Take the right hand, bring it onto either the top of the chair or place it on the seat of the chair and look over to the right. And you're just twisting the upper part of the body. If you're an extended leg forwards fold, just come back into your base position and twist. So come back into base, which is your legs and hips width apart, and twist over to your right. If you're in seated half pigeon, you should still have your knee bent and you should still be sitting up tall in that seat. All right, we're going to come back, pivoting our bodies once again back to center. Start to wiggle your right foot and then bring the knee up. Wiggle it all the way around, all the way down to the ground. Beautiful. Good, 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 good. All right. So we're going to do everything we just did on the left side. So for those who are modifying, you're going to do the extended leg forward fold where you stretch out the legs in front of you when we do pigeon. And then when we do our twist, you come back into this base position and then you twist, okay? But I'm going to teach it through the seated half pigeon. So here we go. Take our fingertips, wrap it around our left knee, lift it up towards the inside of our arm, and breathe. When you're ready, take your foot, place it on top of the right thigh, and kind of wiggle the foot a little bit. Get yourself in that stable position and just kind of rock back and forth. This rocking just starts to loosen up the hips and the hamstrings. It gives you a sense of what you're like, where you're tight at. Prepares you for the next step of where you want to kind of place your hands. Where do you want to go with this? Okay. And when you're ready, find your place. So remember, first place is just leaning forward right where we are, just until you had enough. Second is laying down on your forearms that are resting on your leg. And third is dropping your hands over so that they dangle. You might have to adjust the body a little bit for that, but that's the last one. So you have those three options. And breathe. I'm going to just come into like the second. I feel like second's a good place. Slowly come up, belly, chest, and head. Arms are going to come up overhead, and we're going to look over towards our left and come into our half twist. And we're in pigeon. We're going to stay in pigeon. We're going to bring our left hand behind us. Our right hand's going to cross over to that knee, and we're going to look over to the left side. If we're an extended leg, we're going to come back to base and then twist to the left. All right, we're going to come back to center. We're going to take our knee, bring it up once again, wiggle that foot, and then gently place that foot back down on the ground. Beautiful. Let's come up through a flow. So arms rise, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, let those arms come up overhead. And then hands come down by the sides. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, and let's come to standing. We're just going to do like a little balancing pose, and then we're going to come back down into sitting. So squeeze up, lift up, come behind your chair, however you do it. It's just a good way to stretch. We want to be able to get the full body in. All right. Perfect. We're going to come, you can come behind your chair, but I'm going to come to the side. If you want to come on the side, you can. That's fine. All right. And it's more important that you see my feet because we're going to do tree pose. All right. So we just did a lot of stuff to open up the hips. Balance is another way that we can really start to strengthen the body and become a little bit stronger in our muscles so that we have more safety in our hips and our legs. And we're more flexible overall. Okay. So we're going to lean over towards, so we're going to lean over towards the right. All right. And then we're going to take our left foot and just kind of lift it up for a second. Just want you to see where you are and then bring it back down. Soften that knee on the right side. And this time, I want you to place the left foot. The heel can come right above the ankle, toe can come on the ground. This is the first part of tree pose, okay? You can stay just like this. If you want to take your hand off of the chair, you can. You can place your hands in any direction, doesn't matter, okay? You can even bring them to heart center. Then there's another step in chair. If you feel comfortable with it, you can come up to the second, which is the foot is placed on the inside of the leg, below the knee and above the ankle. Okay, so it's on that meaty part of the shin, right where the shin kind of wraps around to the front of the leg. The last one, and if you're comfortable, super flexible, is bringing your foot to your thigh above the knee. Okay, That's the last part of tree. So you have three different options with tree. I want you to find one. I'm going to go to the second. All right. And then find a place for your hands. If you want to hold on, you can. If you want to let go, you can. But I want you to press from your feet, lifting up, and make it like a real tree. Okay. So really be rooted in the ground. Lift up through the hip body into the heart. All right. Wherever you are is good. Soften that knee, but squeeze the core. Rise up. Just like a tree would rise out the ground, coming towards the sun, which is feeding you. It's giving you nourishment. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Wherever you place your branches is fine. All right, you're going to start to feel a little wobbly, and that's okay. The balls of your feet are going to help you stay anchored. The belly is going to help you get stronger. Believe in yourself. And then exhale, bring the hands back down, bring the foot back down, and shake out the right leg. Yes. All right, if you want to come on to the other side of your chair, you can. We're going to come over towards the left, holding on to the chair. We're just going to kick out that right foot for a second just to get a sense of where we are in balance, right? We don't want to just rush into our tree. We want to gauge our balance. All right, soften the left knee and then bring your right foot to its happy place for your tree. So 1, heel above the ankle, 2, inside of the inner calf, and then 3, the inside of the thigh. So you have your place, and then take your arms and find a home for them. Wherever you place your branches is perfectly fine. Lift up through the feet, pressing your feet into the ground, webbing your toes almost on the ground. It's like you're, if they had like suckers on the bottom of the toes would suck to the ground, okay? And then it would lift up through, and the hips rise, the chest lifts. The shoulders are loose because you're not lifting up through the shoulders. You're using your belly, and breathe. And continue to breathe. And gently bring your feet back down to the ground. Awesome. Shake it out. And breathe. Awesome. Yes. All right. Come back to your seat. When you have, if you want to take one last stretch, you can in the mountain pose, but come down to your seat. Beautiful. All right. Now sit up tall. All right, let's go through our final flow of the class. So our whole body should be stronger or more awake, more relaxed. Let's take our arms, lift it up. Exhale, forward fold, last flow. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hands come down through heart center and then bring them onto the tops of the thighs. And breathe. Relax the shoulders. If you want to place your back up against the seat, you can. I'm going to prepare for Savasana. Make sure your feet are on the ground, still hips width apart. But if you want to kind of let them go a little bit so that the knees fall away, that's all right. So if you want to sky flip the hands, you can do that too. And close your eyes and relax. This is an opportunity to thank yourself for a job well done. You didn't have to come to class today, but you did. Breathe in and breathe out with a sense of gratitude. And for the remainder of this class, just stay in Savasana, knowing that you've earned it and that everything you did today was enough and that you are enough. And breathe. Okay, I'm going to get ready to close class. When you're ready, you can start to just come back with the sense and intention to reset, bringing with whatever part of this practice with you that you wish. Also knowing you can leave it here. You don't have to bring anything with you. And feel free to just start to open your eyes gently. Take in a few breaths. And maybe smile. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Take care and namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, Rochelle. Donna speaking.